Okay. We'll come in, cream the cat. Yeah, I just started. Just getting my stuff set up real quick because my battery is a tad low. Oh, here. What's my most my most valuable? Like, what do you mean, like in rarity or how much I've spent? So, just in value. Okay, well, the most I've spent on a clock was this 1930. Just let him finish here. There. The most I spent was on this 1938 HAC French market wall clock, which was $315 including tax. The most valuable one in rarity, probably my FFR here, but I'm not sure. It's between that one, the Black Forest Mauta dual chimer, or this New Haven Bauhaus Art Deco, which was from the New Haven Clock Company of Brantford, Ontario, Canada. Is a Seiko. I mean, it depends on which Seiko. Is it the Seiko triple chimers, like the one with the nostalgia chime? Because if so, then you just hit an absolute score. Let me get my other clocks going. Just real quick. I was about to watch my favorite TV show. Well, now you got your second favorite TV show. That was my Seiko that you just heard. QMX13. I'm assuming that's a melody clock. I don't know really anything about melody clocks because I don't really collect them myself. I mean, even though they're melody, they're still battery operated stuff to me. That's just me though. Oops. Just getting my others. Splits into 4 dial piece. Yeah. I know of some that have more. I know JJ, my friend JJ, aka JJ's horological collection. He has probably one of the most valuable Seikos. They're kind of like melody clocks. It's like a huge thing. I think they're made for like train stations or something, but it's like this big. It's just one giant circle that plays like a ton of melodies and has lots of flashing lights and stuff. That would probably be the only melody clock I'd want, would be one of those things. Whoops. Getting my other clocks going here. I'll be. Go. Forget the model name, but it's quite a rare one. JJ's Horological Collection. It's just one giant word. It's a huge thing. Massive, big clunker, but it's a cool one. I don't know how many were made, but I think he knows that not too many were sold given how just unbelievably massive they are. Leaving for my trip tomorrow, I know that my clocks are gonna all Ah, thank you. Yes, the RE540M. That's the one. Also, welcome in, DG. Nice to see you. Actually, been a while since I've seen you on my channel. How have you been? Let me get my china here. This is the first ever stream I've been to from my channel. Yeah, I've never actually seen you before until now. So nice to see new members coming into my streams here, which is awesome. Alright, now to the international. AKA the world's deepest gong on a 31 day. German mountain clock labeled DGRM. I've always gotten it confused with DRGM because it's just easier to say. But DGR, I don't remember what company has that stamp on it. I'm pretty sure, this is just me as a rough guess. I think it was Holler or some kind of it's some luxurious company. So what? Oh shit, what day is it again? I always forget. Hold on. Oh yes, it's the 27th, so I gotta flip the calendar on this thing. What's Wednesday? There we are. Looks a lot like a Holler. Okay, then it is probably Holler. If you turn the key backwards gently, you can make a stuck clock finish its chime. I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't recommend turning the the key in the opposite direction because that's putting some strain on the ratchet. And if you push on it too hard, well, congrats, you've caused a ratchet failure, which is one of the worst things to happen because it can actually break your finger pretty bad. It's not fun. I would know from alarm clocks, and that's the only thing I've had a ratchet failure on. Actually, I had a ratchet failure on this little guy. Whoops. On this little guy, but reluctantly, it wasn't too hard to fix. And it's been fine since. I can fix alarm clocks pretty well. You know what? UWS with trees? I don't think I do. I don't think I do, I'm afraid. Trees. Yeah, I don't think I do. Are you a South Park fan? Yes, I am, fat ass. Hey, I'm not fat. I'm just big boned. Or, no, that's when he called the principal's wife or something and caused her to off herself. I'm not fit. I'm just big boned. Well, Kyle's mom's a bitch. She's a big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Bitch, 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 bitch. She's a stupid bitch. Then the unfortunate one which is scarred in my brain from South Park. Red Rocket, Red Rocket. Oh God, why they really got away with a lot of shit on that show. Good God, that one just scarred me. Whatever you do, fellows, do not look that up. Please. Coming from someone who has watched quite a bit of South Park, please do not look that up. That is disgusting. I do find it funny how that South Park depicted us Canadians. I'm Canadian. I guess my mouth is my entire head, so, or the entire half of my head that bounces up and down. Good God. Let's see. No more activity. Let's see where this stuff needs to be wound. Yeah, I celebrate could use a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely. That's my sister in the background. The triple charm grandfather clock that I just got suffered the escapement wear, so the pendulum arc swing is very low and barely wants to run. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not very good. I think that needs a little bit of work. Sounds like a bushing is pretty badly worn. And I got some incense going. So I could use some fans going on here. Hopefully that wind from the fan isn't hitting the microphone. So I used to have a couple of mechanical clocks that just refused to run, probably because they needed a little bit of a servicing. It took a little bit to get this 1880s Ingram going, because it was fully wound and it was stuck fully wound, so I had to let the spring go a bit. Then I did that a couple times just to loosen up any oil. and then dropped a little oil into the spring, and then poof, off it went. took a little bit to get that going. It's been running perfectly. No issues whatsoever. Probably just needed a little servicing or cleaning, or both. Yeah, mechanical clocks are, in my opinion, better than battery clocks, because when a battery movement goes, you have to replace the whole thing. But when a mechanical one goes, it just needs a little bit of tinkering with, and then poof, off it goes for another 50 years, basically. Yeah, Justin, I'd probably definitely get that, pile of disappointment, yet still does not want to run. Well, it needs some servicing. It needs some bushing work. That's all it needs. Doesn't need too much. It probably just needs that one bushing. Unless there's other bushings that are shot, which, wouldn't be too good. I'm probably gonna, at this point, chuck my Enfield, the Westminster one, because the bushings in it are just kaput. There's multiple worn bushings. The movement is just absolutely drowned in what looks to be oil, because the movement is at this point just black. Because it's just absolutely done. Yeah. But wow, what was my first clock? Good question. I mean, I immediately know. Mine was a Sessions Westminster. Oh, pretty good start from my local clock shop. Still works. I don't have to worry about the ratchets either because they were modified. Alright. My very first mantle clock was a 1928 Ingram Bim Bam tambour. I sort of don't have it anymore. I mean, when I was a kid, I completely wrecked the thing because I didn't know anything about clocks. But I eventually found the exact same model that I had, which I somewhat still own. It now lives at a cafe in my town for decorative reasons, but I go there every now and then to wind it up, set the time, and then leave it running for another 8 days just to keep it going, But my second clock I have, which at this point I'm just going to replace the movement. I've reluctantly found the same one at an antique store here in a beehive clock, which is $95, which has replaced hands, but at this point it's just for parts because the case is pretty rough. And that being this Waterbury right here. This was the very second clock I ever got, which I still have. The minute arbor is, pretty loose. It locks up in certain areas and then it's pretty stiff. The chime spring here is shot. The time side has completely failed at this point. Like, it's fully wound and the bushings just suddenly just wore out, like very suddenly, which I'm not sure what caused that. They were fine one day and then the next day it just was just badly worn. Maybe something with the time side spring has started to go or something and just overloaded it with power. And then the strike hammer just suddenly snapped on me, which sucks, but I managed to put it back together. I'm going to show you the movement. It's the most basic Waterbury movement out there. Oh yeah, and I use starting to use the original movement for parts now. because, I mean, you know, but this is the movement. It's the most basic Waterbury movement out there. This isn't the original gong. This is a replacement that I put on there. Because the original gong was, you know, not great now. But it's better than nothing. And I use the suspension spring leader to fix my Kienzle over there. Because this movement is, at this point, beyond repair. I mean, I did fix the chime spring, but then it just slipped a day later, and I fixed it again, and then it slipped the day later. So, I mean, if there's no point now in just fixing this whole thing, and as you can see, this bushing suddenly went, this bushing, or no, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. This one suddenly went, the chime bushing suddenly went as well. This one's really bad. And, yeah, there. You see right there. Yeah, pretty bad. Needs a little tinkering. But I mean, if this was on Marketplace, it would go for like $1,000. Low mileage, you know. Very low mileage. Needs a new spark plug, you know. You know, the oil pan is leaking just a little bit, you know. Yeah, I love this clock a lot. It's probably one of my most sentimental pieces ever because this was my the second mantle clock I ever got, which I reluctantly somehow found at my local thrift store. And it's a bit of a rare Waterbury model. It's modeled Dorina, which you don't see very often. There's only a couple on the internet that's sold. Yeah, it's fairly uncommon, so hopefully one of these days I'll get enough cash to get that Waterbury with the same movement and just swap it. So, yeah, that's the second one I got. The third one I don't actually remember. But anyway, those are the ones that I got. But yeah, one lag, 2, do a flip, 3, can you chime the solar bim bam? Yes, the corroded one, aka Nugget. Oh yeah, I got this back into my collection. The Spirit was originally going to go into my apartment's lobby because the wood color is the same as the wood paneling, but the owners of the building said no, they cannot hang that up because they don't want to drill holes into the wood paneling, so I just grabbed it back. So now it's hanging in my closet, along with all the price tags of stuff that I got. Anyway, here you go. This one's a little haunted now because for some reason every hour it chimes 13 times. Well, now it just doesn't want to do it. Oh, now it's actually chiming. I think once it hits 10, it just keeps chiming 13 until it hits 1. That would make more sense. Oh, the nut just decided to come off. That's funny. That's very thoughtful of you. Also welcome in, Talish. Come on, here we are. And now it should do the 13 for some reason. Oh, now it... Right, the one time I actually get it too. to chime, it stops doing the counting issue. Let's try it now. Right, the one time that I actually try to chime in and show off the counting, it just starts cooperating. Okay, well then. Well, there you go. That was the solar bim bam. Guess it's now mostly working because I'm here. Yes. We are polar opposites, Justin. When you're here, my clocks, some of the issues of my clocks stop. But when you're not here, your New Havens start acting up. You know. That's just mean. My New Havens just never work. Well, send them to me. I can get them going to the best of my ability. But I can get them going. Might be the first person to have love of to upload a video of a Mauta Divina box clock. I don't think so. No. There's a couple on the internet. It's mostly grandfather clocks though, but I mean once I get this Mauta granddaughter clock that I found, I'm definitely gonna be the first person to upload a video, or actually the first upload of a Mauta granddaughter clock to surface the internet. Yeah, wall clocks. I've seen there's a couple on YouTube. You have to go to like shorts and other stuff. Sometimes people won't even tell what the gong is in it. They'll just either label it Mauta wall clock, and then they show the interior, and then poof, there's on the lock Divina gong. Yeah, there's a couple on YouTube, but I think you'll be maybe the first person to upload a video calling it the Divina gong. Surprisingly, Sessions made granddaughter clocks. My video is just titled Little Divvy. Yeah, that'll... Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, you got Little Divvy and Decor's got Big Divvy. So you got polar opposites. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta get the Daniel Dakota. Forgot to turn this thing on for the day. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize it was engaged for the hour. And there goes my sister. Oh wait, oops, it's... oh yeah. I think my sister's turned into a little demon. She's going blah, 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 blah. Now she's turned into an opera singer. A singing, an opera singer seagull. Vid clocks get VFD. Oh, VFD. Ask what VFD is. Is that supposed to be like electric clocks? Because some can. I politely say this to her, tell her to be quiet. I can shut my bedroom door. That would honestly help. Vacuum fluorescent display. Oh, well, that might do it, yeah. Alright, I'll go shut my bedroom door. There. Whoa, this thing is running way too fast. What the hell happened? Alright, here's all the price tags. So this free one was, I forget what that one's from. This one is from this little guy. Don't worry, I did not get it for $1.95. $3.95. That was for this one. I got it for $3.15. Seems to work antique, which is interesting phrasing. Was for this little guy. And then let's see, what's this one? These are from the clocks I got from this one was for that one Mauta that I got. And this one was for that chalet right there. This one, oh yeah, that was for the Seth Thomas down there. This one was for this little West German thing. I think this $8.99 was this one. The $7.99 was for that Chinese alarm clock right there. The $3.99 I actually forgot what that one was for. I know this later tag, this $20.99 one was, oh yeah, was for the Forestville Ingram down there. And then the $7.99 one was for another alarm clock. Oh no, I remember. This $7.99 tag was for this little alarm clock in my FFR here. That little thing. The $3.99 one I actually don't remember. I don't remember what that one was for. But I know one tag is still on this one. I think it's on this side here. Yeah, there. There it is. I haven't taken off yet. But yeah. Some of the tags I have ripped off and thrown away. Probably should stop doing, because then I won't remember what was for what. Yeah, most of the stuff now that I get is from Facebook Marketplace. Or antique stores. Or thrift stores. Anyway. So this is gonna slip. There's also a slim chance I'll be getting a small Kienzle similar to the Holler. I haven't taken a look at your channel for a little bit, so I honestly kind of forgotten which one is what. What are your top 3 favorite? I don't really have favorites, actually. I just like all of them, but I honestly, if I had to choose, let me look around. Honestly, that's a good question. A lot of them are quite sentimental. My top 3 favorites. Yeah, I actually have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I mean, I like all of them. My most sentimental ones, though, would have to go to my 18, if I could say mine. 1, Little Divvy. 2, the Revere Dual Chime. 3, the Revere 5-2. Whoa. Oh, you got an electric 5-2 grandfather clock. Those are actually quite rare, actually. Those are quite hard to find. My top 3 most sentimental ones. Actually, I don't have a top 3. I only have a top 4. The top 4 sentimental ones in my collection are the 1883 Waterbury kitchen clock, the 1890s Dorina Waterbury, the 1970s International here, and this kind of rare actually, Sessions Bim Bam adamantine mantle clock here. Those are my top 4 most sentimental. Actually, those are. Oh yeah, and the Kienzle here. This one was a Christmas present, but honestly, they're not. It's not as sentimental as those ones, because those are some of my OG. Actually, no, that the top 5 is that one, because those are those are just the OGs to my collection. How's the shelf holding up? The one I built perfectly, perfectly solid. There's a little play, but it's not as bad, and it's not gonna collapse like that one did. Reason being because that shelf collapsed because they were 3 pieces of slats screwed together. It's gonna collapse downward. Whereas these are 2 solid pieces of wood that I have supported underneath with pretty chunky pieces of wood here. So it's not going anywhere. Adamantine, common as dirt in the Northeast. Yeah. Adamantines are quite common, but those 2 adamantines that I have are quite sentimental. I do have another adamantine that I'm honestly thinking of converting into a Westminster chimer because the movement in it is not great. It's a Gilbert, which Gilberts are pretty notorious for being pretty cheap and having pretty crappy ratchet systems. Actually, the Gilbert I have is just like a piece. The click spring is just like wrapped around a piece of metal, or no, it's like fixed into a slit in a piece of metal, and that just holds it in place somehow. It's a pretty bad system. Actually, I need to wind that thing. It's got the most common issue of Gilbert's, and that being the minute hand arbor cracking. But it does still work. Somehow. And this is the Gilbert here. It's a bit of an uncommon model. This is model Detroit, which I actually cannot find on the internet because no catalogs are featuring it. I don't blame the internet because there's not many Gilbert catalogs online. Is this? No, I need a 31-day key, because that's the only one that fits. Here we are. Hold on. You have all... Here we are. Yeah, you can hear how cheap the click spring is. It's not a great system inside it. Actually, when I got this Gilbert, both the click springs were out and just the ratchet was in place. And had I wound it, I would have probably actually broken a finger. But I noticed it at the very last minute before I put the movement back, and I'm like, oh shit, that is not good. But this movement does still run to a degree. And this has a very interesting system where it has 2 bells. Yeah, you can see how bad that minute arbor is because it just threw itself into place. It's not on my bucket list of repairs, but you know, it'll do. I'm gonna put this right here. I have to put it, sometimes I have to put it ahead so that the minute arbor can catch and then start keeping time. So given that it's 5:42, I'm going to put it to 5:48 so that the time can catch up, and then hopefully it'll keep time by that point. I have to find little systems that work sometimes. Meanwhile, I should probably get this one going because this one, corroded little guy. Actually, it's already fully wound, so I think it's given up. Actually, yeah, that minute arbor is pretty bad. There we are. Oh yeah, no wonder it stops right here. This is really stiff. You can see how much force I have to put into the hand. You can see it flexes and then it starts going. Oh wow, yeah, that's really bad here. Yeah, that minute arbor is seized up basically. Not that surprised, honestly. I mean, it ran for a good 2 weeks somehow. Actually, I can see it's ticking right now. Somehow that thing keeps going. Actually, it is going. Jesus. Honestly, give respect to Hermley for that. Those things are, those balance wheels can take a beating. Yeah, it's ticking away right now. Which somehow should not be. Whoops. This thing has a... Oh yeah. Yeah. And then I gotta do my little trick. See, if your wall clocks are sliding, when they're being wound, do this little trick. So first, all you need is a thumbtack. Then find the spot where it ticks most, or ticks on beat, and then just take the thumbtack, put it pretty much as close as you can get to the case. Once you found the spot, then move the clock out of beat, and then just push the tack into the wall, and then before you know it, now it's got a little extra support. So now when you wind it, it's not going to slide around anymore. I've done that with every single clock of mine that doesn't have really great grip onto the walls. Don't. Yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did it with this one too. Not the Sandringham because that's a huge clunker that weighs a ton. Yeah, I'd recommend trying that out. My 3 most sentimentally valuable clocks in my collection are the Polaris grandmother clock done by my grandmother, my Belova wall clock from my grandmother, and the Sessions Westminster from the shop. I mean, I can't blame you with the Sessions because that thing was your very first clock you've ever owned. Okay, there we are. There we are. Wait, no, it's 1 minute behind. I know some clock collectors in the Midwest. Yeah, they're surprising. So far haven't met too many people in the Midwest. Celebrate is running slow. Oh yeah, so it is. Though I don't usually like moving this one too much, even though it can sometimes run a little slow. I like to just move it maybe like 1 minute ahead. And so is the FFR. No, actually, yeah, it's running a little slow. This one's very finicky. Still haven't found its sweet spot. This one runs way too fast, and yet I cannot change it. This currently movement does not have a setting. So what you get is what you get. Yeah, so is my little Goofa here. Goofa's running a little slow. Sold all my quartz clocks to the pawn shop. I could probably get enough money for the hauler I want. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I would honestly sell the quartz clocks too. I mean, there's so many of them out in the world. It's not, and they're still being heavily mass produced today. So, yeah. With the twins, one runs fast, and the other runs too slow. Well, you're gonna have to. Looks like I'll have to adjust a little bit. I like adjusting them little at a time until I find that sweet spot. Speaking of which, I need to do that with the Ingram here, because it's just running a little fast. It's very finicky as well, even though it's almost all the way to the top. So it runs a little fast. So I need to see where it is. Oh yeah, that lowers it. So it's right here. So let's try a little there. There. So I've adjusted it just a tiny bit. So I like some stuff, I like to try to adjust it as best as I can. Actually, I haven't wound this thing yet as well. I like this Ingram a lot. This one's one that I'm not going to sell. This one's actually a bit uncommon. There. So gentle with this Ingram because it's an old one. Actually, I might be a little older than my Waterbury. Quartz clocks are just drop shipped garbage. Yeah. The only ones that are honestly worth collecting are the Adamat ones. The ones that are battery, but they have mechanical parts inside it. Like the Westminster ones. Like the one Tommy Wiley has, and the one that what's his name? The other guy, he has one as well. Those are the only ones that fascinate me because, or those Hermley ones. The earlier Hermleys, the earlier Hermley battery operated ones had two big huge batteries, but an entire Danny. Yeah, that's the one. Danny's clocks. The Hermley ones fascinate me the most because they're like your typical 340020, but they have like two huge batteries right here, big clunkers, and that somehow drives everything. So it's like your typical 340, but it's got like a battery components into it that somehow drives the balance wheel. Those are the ones, yeah, the one that Danny has and those Hermley ones are the only battery ones I'd honestly collect. But even then, I'd probably pass unless they're like quite cheap. That would be the only time I'd get one, is if it's like dirt cheap. But if it's like $30 onwards, I'd be like, nah, I think I'll pass. You traded it for the Wheatland. Ah, yes. Makes sense. That makes sense. I gotta clear my space for that Nauta granddaughter clock. Hopefully I'll actually get this Saturday. Just need to clear up the space I have for it again. So it's got some clocks in the way. Mainly ones that are going to be sold eventually, hopefully. Hopefully. Actually, I might as well just change the speed on the winter halter, or the winter halter, I mean. That's the how you properly pronounce it. There it is. The switch here. And ta-da! It's running a little slow, actually. It's running a little slow. Where is the direction upward? Is it this way? Yes. Let's try there. So this thing really likes to run. Switch it there. Alright. Let's hope this works. Gently spin it back around. This thing is over probably 160 years old now, or actually it could be more because this is from the early 1860s. Getting almost there to 200. Pendulum, which is weirdly at the back. Should do it. Set the time on it. There. Put my little Christmas stuff on here because it adds like a little decorative. If I was to sell my Keen's low wall clock, how much money could I get for it on Facebook Marketplace? The one that you're using for parts, like the one that you temporarily switch to a Westminster timer. If it's that one, I mean it's got the wrong movement inside of it, but I would say $50. That's probably what I would, or I think you could probably get max 60 for it. So quite a bit. Or you can try to see if you could potentially trade with like Jesse or something like that, although again with the shipping costs. I mean, Jesse likes little parts, stuff like that. Could probably turn that into something interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend selling it on Facebook Marketplace. That type of stuff. I avoid selling my clocks too. You paid $100 for it. Oh dear. Yeah, you might have overpaid for that one. Although, to be fair, you didn't know that the movement was replaced in it, but unfortunately, this is one of those instances where you paid something and it's worth less than it actually is. But, and it was not working. Okay. Alright, well, that's not good. That's how I usually get deals from my thrift store, is I'd find stuff, and if it's got like a little ding in it or a missing glass on the bezel, I'd point it out and they'd price it down for me because they know it's got some faults on it. Sometimes I just make shit up saying like, oh, the stripe train is stiff and it'll need a cleaning when it actually isn't. You know. but I should probably not keep doing that, but anyway. Yeah, $100, that's not, you overpaid a bit, yeah. Unfortunately, it's probably 60 you could get for it, considering it doesn't have the right movement. Honestly, I would not sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Again, I avoid selling my clocks on Facebook Marketplace because I know people would probably swap the mechanism out with something like a quartz mechanism. And I usually try to sell this stuff at like antique shops where I know people would go in and take care of the stuff and everything. Which is where I got this little guy from. I mean, hey, DG's clocks is saying he'd buy for it. I'd buy it, just not on Facebook. So you could probably work something out with him. I mean, I had good luck selling my 81 Howard Miller on Marketplace. Yeah, that's a more modern clock. People tend to like more modern stuff because it looks more sleek and clean, and not worn out and everything. I know it's a little weird, but I paid $200 for Divi. Oh my goodness. I mean, hey, Justin, DG is saying he'd probably buy it, so you could work something out with him. I don't know if DG's got Discord or anything, but, you know. Or Facebook. I don't know if DG's got Facebook. I mean, I didn't know you had Facebook, Justin, but, yeah. Ooh, my coffee should be ready. On a little journey. Where is my coffee cup?
Wait, what?
You didn't use my coffee cup, did you? Oh, okay. That's my coffee cup. Ah. Well, there you go, Justin. Your GG's got Facebook.
Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, it's all for you. Okay, I'll shut up. No bueno. No bueno. It's not this good.
Yeah, that's piping hot.
Ooh, that was clean.
Uh-oh. The light bulb burned out. Or did it? Oh, magic.
Yeah. Heavy run!
Okay. Alright.
Holy. Sorry, dude. Heavy run. I'm not saving you ever again. He's right there, you Dumbledore. This means Jeff's making fun of me.
Keep from making fun of me.
Sure. Nice.
There's coffee if you want some. Oi! There's coffee if you want some.
Thanks, Maya.
Alright. Okay. Also, Justin, since you have that clock with the broken thing on it, like it's like one of these. This is a concoction of wood glue that honestly I created, sort of. This is a mixture of wood glue, and in it I put a bunch of super glue in there as well. Then I shook it around a bit, let it mix together, and now I have this ultra strong wood glue, and you don't actually really need a clamp for it because you could just press it together, hold that for like a minute or so, and then the super glue hardens, which then acts as the clamp. Then the wood glue hardens after that, and then you got this ultra strong solid wood glue that is honestly damn near impossible to get off. Unless you have like twigs stuck together and you just pull on one side or something like that. But if it's like stuff stuck like here, for instance, this will never come off. And that same mixture I used to fix my guitar because the neck snapped. And this has been holding together since 2019. Aside from the strings being a little higher, that is not going anywhere. And this guitar has fallen over quite a few times and never snap. This stuff is so strong. I'd recommend giving it a shot. You mean St. Thomas Cathedral? Yes, sir. That's the one. Yeah, you hearted my comment a couple hours ago saying a little wood glue wouldn't hurt. Or no, a little wood glue would fix that. But yes, the little Seth Thomas guy. Need some more incense. Also, welcome in Yersinia. I've never seen you here before, but welcome in. Alright, incense. Incense and peppermints and dun dun dun. I forget how the rest of that song goes. Welcome in, whoever just joined in. Hopefully one of these days, gonna get an adapter for my Nintendo 64 so that I can kind of do stuff that what my friend Hunter does, aka Clocks07, where he plays games on his television, and so I hope to hook up my Nintendo 64 to my collection and do some gaming streams for my 1981 Electro Home, or no, 1980? I forget, but I know it's from the early 80s. I think it's 81. Actually, let's spin it around, because I could use the reminder when this television was made. Also, thank you, Yersinia. Just from this is just the beginning. I have way more Way more. And I'm still getting more. Which I'm running out of room. Let me spin this around and hopefully my huge tape deck on top of it won't collapse down. It's a huge clunker. Let's see, when was this television made? I know it's stamped on the back here. February 23rd, 1981, right? Electra Home, Kitchener. Model Mayfair. Alright, so it's from February 23rd, 1981. The model is Mayfair. This thing's a clunker. A lovely clunker. Never get another television like this. They don't make them like they used to, for sure. There. Left. Sounds fun. I've been wanting to hook up my PC to a CRT with a wooden case like that for a while. Yeah. I'll have to keep checking on Facebook Marketplace because that's where I found this clunker. Or that's actually where my dad found this clunker because this was a birthday present. This TV since 2020? Or no, 2021. Which was I think it was my 14th birthday. There we are. Got her back. You know, the CRT community is big, but honestly, even with that, CRT TVs are underrated. Oh my god, me too. You have to get stupid Nitro to send longer videos. The most I can ever get. Oh, excuse me. The most I can squeeze out of Discord with their size limit is a tiny bit over 40 seconds. But that depends. It does depend. But the most I usually do now is about 35 seconds. It used to be 29, but I managed to find loopholes into squeezing 30 to sometimes 40 seconds. The most I ever squeezed was 51 seconds, and that's for a meme that I have, which actually still sends around on Discord servers. But I can just manage. Got 5 nice looking ones sold in a local auction a few days ago for around $1 each. $1? If you're comfortable using it, I think that Vencord add-on. I wouldn't allow doing that. Vencord can actually get you permanently banned from Discord. Vencord is not a good thing. Just, my opinion, just honestly deal with the size limits. Do not use bypasses because that's just risking your Discord account to get removed or banned. Yeah, exploits or Discords are very against. Yeah, Vencord, any exploits is heavily against Discord. You can say the N-word and they won't ban you for that unless you get reported for using that. But even then you won't get banned for saying that. But any anything that exploits the use of Discord will get you kicked or banned. I avoid Vencord personally more from the fact that I don't trust Discord, let alone Vencord. That's understandable. As someone who has been using Discord since 2019, I know and I've seen a lot of shit on Discord. Whereas Will Zig from Fallout says, well then, if you insist on staying, then you must adapt. I'm gonna sell 5 quartz clocks to the pawn shop for $70. Oh yeah. If I can get 70 for those, I have no problem throwing in my Howard milligram. Alright. But they are gonna try to get you. They're gonna try to see if you. I'm a Discord grandma. I first got it in 2015. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, be careful with pawn shops, DG. They're gonna try to hit you with like a Pawn Stars thing. Gonna be like, I'll give you $1 and a graham cracker or something like that. Try to get as much as you can out of those pawn shops. If they offer you like $50, go to like 60 or something like that. Then they're gonna try to get you at 55, and then but you gotta be firm. Gotta be quite firm. It worked, awesome. I did get your notification. I will take a peek at that after the stream. Next time I drop by my grandparents, I'll try to take pictures of some of the clocks I have there so I can talk about it here sometime. Alright. I am curious as to what there is. I'm guessing I'm gonna assume they're all mechanical. I'm gonna assume probably they're American or German, maybe British. Most of the time you see American or British at grandparents, or American and German stuff at grandparents' place. Oh, Pawn Stars is such a scam. They're actually completely fake. The store doesn't even exist. It's just a huge setup that they have in a studio, and they just bring like some of the rarest stuff out there to feature it and make it look like a real store. It's not even a real place. It's just a huge studio setup. I haven't accidentally, but I leave one of radium dials and then beautiful old wall clock my parents said I could have, but it's staying in place for now. Alright. But yeah, all pawn shops are gonna be just the same, DG, so try to get the bang for your buck. The wall clock I'm curious about. It works and keeps time to a level of good enough, but every once in a while, off the 15-minute quarter, it doesn't stop and continues chiming the next quarter. Sounds to me that the lever that goes into the, because there's a wheel with like different grooves, kind of like a count wheel in a way. That's like got a groove here, a groove there. The smallest one is the first 15 minutes. The next largest is the quarter past, or the quarter half past. Then the next largest one is the quarter two, and obviously the largest one is the full melody. Sounds to me that the lever that glides across it then drops down isn't really dropping down. It sounds to me that somebody oiled it, which you're not supposed to do, because then that gums it up and then that causes it to keep chiming. So it sounds like some Dumbo oiled it, and sounds like it needs to be taken off, cleaned, and I guess drop of oil into it. And it should loosen it up enough that it just falls down. So it sounds like that little lever is not levering. Oh yeah, here I forgot that I have the spare Permley movement here. This lever here that glides across that cam there, it doesn't sound like it's dropping enough. You can see how that's dropping. If I can get it to maybe slide, even though this movement is completely seized. Yeah, this movement's seized, so I can't demonstrate it, but it sounds like that lever is not doing its work. Seen it done before while watching it, but I can't figure out what to do to fix it. I've tried everything, even replacing the lever. Okay, then it's probably that, what is it, that pin that drops down and stops it. Where is it? Yeah, it sounds like maybe that little pin that stops the chiming isn't hitting it right. Because that happened with the Waterbury here, where there was a little lever that dropped into place to stop it, but sometimes it would miss, and then it would just chime the next hour, and then probably the next hour if it didn't drop far enough. So it probably could be that too. See, I'm good at diagnosing problems, but I'm not good at fixing them. Yeah. Alright there, Justin, and also lovely pride flags. I'm trans and lesbian myself. Nice. I'm also trans, but I'm mostly bi, or as I like to call it, bicycle. I'm a bicycle transmission. That's how I like to sometimes call myself, because I like finding funny names that sound similar to pride names. Transmission, translucent, transparent. What other words are there? I don't know. Yeah, bisexual, bicycle, intersection. Yeah, you get the point. This 1920s picture up here. I shouldn't, because the bulb's there, but okay. Put this here. Put the next in. Yeah. The next tag right here. Fan here. Oh, I pinned it upside down. Well, of course. Put this in here again. Where are the pins again? Right, it's right here. This one. There. See, my friend Talish seems to be watching too, or at least I think so. I'm new to watching streams on here. Did I see their name on the crown thing? Yep. Yep, they were, or at least they were in this stream. I'm not sure where they went. I'm guessing back to working on woodworking. Since they're a carpenter. John Carpenter. There. Picture is back up on the wall. Perfect. Okay, there's a bulb there. I need to keep that away from the bulb here because I don't want this to heat up. Put the Christmas lights on, which I've decorated my room with. There we are. Poof. Bingo. I actually wonder if Talish is still here. If so, I'm very curious about their woodworking skills, because I'm curious if they can do Art Deco designs like this 1930s New Haven here, which has a very nice Bauhaus Art Deco design. So I'm curious if she's able to do stuff like this, where the wood curves around. Because if so, then they can go. If they are that skilled with woodworking, I mean, I'm curious if they can do designs that I came up with for clocks if I found stuff that has a good movement but a trashed case. So I am very curious about the stuff they do with wood. A bit of a spooky experience today. I picked up a bunch of my old collection of technical books on the way home. We got pulled over and it was so suspicious, and I was so suspicious looking. Oh dear. I caught it doing it again. Nice. Well, not so nice because it's a issue. Wearing a big trench coat and on my lap full of books on stuff like explosives, nuclear reactors, and airplane control manuals. Oh, now I see. Yeah, you see why. You see why it would look suspicious. Yeah, that must have been fun. That must have been real fun. It's archiving a collection of often vaguely obscure technical books, so I have everything from that to 70s Russian quantum mechanic books, and cryogenic management systems for rockets. Wow, that's awesome. My favorite of mine, though, is my 1757 astronomy and mathematics book, Trait de la Sphere? Trait de la sphere. So you know pretty much a lot of things about rockets and such. So that's honestly, that's sick. Excuse me. The biggest issue with the pile of disappointment is that I can't get it to run or get it in beat other that it chimes and strikes at the reasonable percentage right now. I can't get it to run. It jammed. Ooh. Sounds like it needs a whole new movement. I mean, if it's one of those Hermley movements, I mean, those are easy to replace. Like, you can find a Hermley grandfather clock movement on eBay for like, I don't know, $40. Oh, this music box needs oiling. Let's see. This little drop of oil can spring this thing back to life. There. The governor is spinning. There. Probably needs a little drop on the spring as well. Let's see if this fixes it. Oh, easily, immediately. My other music boxes need work. That is, if I can find them. Alright, here's one. Alright, here's two. Oh, here's three. It's on its third movement. Oh dear. It being on its third movement is wild. Also, welcome back in whoever just joined. What is stuck in my drawer? Oh. Alright. Oh man, where's my other music box winding keys? Might as well use. Actually, do I have a spare one in my art store? This one I had a bunch. Didn't I have a bunch of them? Does this one have one? No. Where's that bloody pen? Where's the bloody pen? The thing? Ow, I just punched myself. Just use the one that's on this one. Oh, it looks like you'll need a fourth movement, Justin, for that grandfather clock. First one blew up. The second one blew up. Now that's the third one. Jesus. Alright, that thing needed oiling badly. Probably one of the worst sounding music boxes, and it doesn't even have a good left-hand melody on it. It's getting so many chords wrong. I blew up my UWS. When I had it, I had no idea how to fix a clock. When I attempted to overhaul, I didn't let go of down the springs. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. And there was UWS everywhere. Yeah, that's not good. The music boxes that I forgot about. Here's one. Another music box. Everyone's phone actually broken. Which is broken. Oh, that's not good. I think this one's a little broken. Yeah, this movement looks a little broken. Try tapping that pin back in. Actually, that didn't do anything. I don't think that barrel is going to stay in place anymore. Oh, now it is. Always these little pins here that don't. There we are. That was easy. The Orleans, uh-oh, yeah. Yeah, that Orleans of yours likes to, go boom. So you have really bad luck with, New Haven. My New Havens are fine. I haven't had any issues with New Havens, touch wood. Oh my god, this damn pin in this music box is not cooperating. This pin is not cooperating with me. And that pin, this screw is not long enough for this music box. Doesn't look like I have the right screw for this one. Ooh. That spring pin is bouncing around. I can't be too good on it. Okay, let's see if I have other small screws that might fit to this music box. I'm good at fixing music boxes, surprisingly. That's how I began fixing mechanical stuff, was with music boxes. So where was that other screw I just saw? Another small, oh yeah, this one. Let's see if that fit. Ooh, too small. Another small screws. This is lying around. Doesn't look like it. Looks like I'll fix that one later, but I saw this, where did it go? Oh, here it is. This one. There's always hair. Hair is one of the most common things that stops a music box. Once you get hair in the flywheel, it's gonna not be too good on it. Don't know how or when, but when I will curse your New Havens. Do not dare. You will have to pay for the repairs. Aha, counterattack. It has caused a counterattack. Let's see if this fixes. Oh yeah, right away. Right about that one. That's one of my favorites. That flywheel is noisy. Well, that is because of hair. Here's that. You can tweeze them out. there's hair in this flywheel. It's causing it to gum up. Could just be that it's because it's rubbing on plastic. Which I would not be surprised. A little drop of oil in there. That loosens it up a little bit. Alright, that's better. Welcome in, Talish. Actually, one of your friends came in, and that was, Yersina Bowl 4926. But welcome back. You just came in because I just fixed that music box. It was making a lot of noise. Towels. Towels. Okay, I'm gonna call you that now. That's a funny nickname. I'm back. I was in 07's voice chat for a little bit. That's fine. That's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm tempted to hop off the live and join them, but not for a little bit. I want to continue the live for a little bit longer than if the voice chat is still going by the time I end it. I'll hop on a little bit. See if this amplifies more. Oh, nowhere near as much. My nickname is Mochi. Nah, your nickname is Towel now. That flywheel is not like that. Yeah, there's still hair stuck in here. That's not good. I blame my younger kid's self. Actually, the oil has helped it because it's stuck to it. Maybe I can yank this stuff out. Oh, there comes some hair. If you all have music boxes, one of the most common things for them stopping is hair. Dog hair, kid hair, human hair, whatever hair, hamster hair, whatever. But hair is very common to stop a music box. And it looks to be that I actually got it out. Yep, that looks like I got it. Oh, there's still some hair in the gear train here. Oh, that is nasty. Ew. Good God. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Looks like there's still one strand still stuck on the governor here. Oh, I got it. And it looks to be it. Yep. Got it. Alright, that's a little faster now. I don't want to edit this week's video. Well, then you don't have to. So I usually do little shorts these days, is that you just record and post just like that. We need to edit. Unless I get like a new clock, of course, then I'll start editing. How the heck are music box screws? I want to create like a little stand. Oh, there's one. No, that's not it. Oh well. When I was learning how to speak, I couldn't say Mochila, 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 I don't know, in Spanish, or backpack, so I shortened the word to mochi. That's how I got it. Ah, interesting. Mochila, Mochila, huh. Wait, now that I just realized I could probably play more melodies on the dual chimer here, because I just remembered, oh yeah, it's got Whittington on it. So I could probably play the full Ave Maria. That Ingram bracket clock movement, bracket bim bam movement real quick. Let's see, what can I play on this thing? Can I play? Oh yeah, because it's engaged for the next quarter, that's right. Or, no. Yeah, this hammer is a little goofy. This is that barrel, but that's... Ooh, it's got a bit of a worn bush on it, actually, now that I see that. Now you know how to say backpack in Spanish. So your actual name is basically backpack. What can I play? That's the Westminster. My room is going insane now. Surprisingly, all mine are going off one at a time. So it's not as... not going as crazy. Let's see, where is... What can I play on here? Okay, well then there's... Everything's going off now. Do Canterbury? Forgot how to play that one. I don't actually know how to play Canterbury. I think I can get Winchester, though. I know, I don't know how to play Canterbury. It's such a... It's similar to Winchester, but it's got weird chords in it that confuse me. Do 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 do. Oh, do 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 do. Okay. Wait, no. Okay, I think I can get it now. I'm Hazel, by the way. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I can get this part. I just don't remember how the beginning goes, but... So that's your thank you account. All right. Find an engine. Dual timer is just suddenly ticking away. Crazy. Looks like it's suddenly sprung back to life, this dual timer. So it looks like I'm gonna have to leave it for 8 days, but... Yeah, I could play the Potsdamer. But on the real... Second lowest, fourth lowest, sixth lowest, third lowest, fifth lowest. Okay. Oh. Whoops. Wait, no. Whoops. Ah. So resident, these rods. Oh, I see now. Ah, shit. It's very confusing because there's so many hammers. There's so many hammers it's a little confusing, and they're up high, so it's harder to kind of see which one's which. And it looks like it's just suddenly started to spring back to life, which is strange. It's just suddenly sprung to life. And I didn't even touch it for like almost a month, and it needs servicing because it's been over oiled by the previous guy that owned it before me before I traded it. It's weird. I've honestly, I mean, touch wood. I've been having really good luck with finding rare Mautas. I mean, the granddaughter clock that I'm hopefully gonna get soon is like probably gonna be my rarest thing ever. And even these dual chimers are incredibly hard to find. Been having some interesting luck with Mauta. And it's honestly, I mean, it is one of my favorite companies. They sound so gorgeous. Let's try the Trinity chime, if we can find the runs for it. Oh no. I don't think I can play Trinity on this one. It doesn't have the right octaves for it. Okay, okay, well I can obviously do I can do that one. Weird, the dual chimers just sprung to life out of nowhere. Touch wood at least. I don't want to jinx myself too much. Let's see, what other melodies are there? Obviously. I'm gonna try Canterbury again, because I gotta practice so that I can master it. Okay, so what was that second lowest? Okay. Okay, that's how it goes. Okay. There we go. Oh. Man, those gyros are just absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, probably one of the best sounding things I have. Okay. Just did Trinity on my Revere. Yeah, because it's got the same octaves and chords. This one does not. These are different than a Trinity. I cannot play Trinity from what I can tell. Anyway. Nope, I just messed up. Nope. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. You might be right, actually. I could. So I can play Canterbury. Oh, I can. Never mind. Holy crap, which one's that one? Alright. I gotta go to bed. But just to let you know, snowstorms. Let you know, snowstorms, we got a new member. Alright. Alright, see ya. Oh. Okay. Well, now seeing that this dual chimer's just sprung to life out of nowhere, let's put the phone back to where it originally was. Alright. I think I'm going to end the live stream here. So thank y'all for joining. If that Discord call is still going, I'll hop on that. So thank y'all for joining. Appreciate it a lot. So have a good rest.